Hello everyone, Shadefyre here, and welcome back to Let's Play Resident Evil, code Veronica X. This is episode 16, and it'll be the final episode. As last time, Claire found Steve, but unfortunately, Alexia had spitefully injected him with the Veronica virus, and he turned into a monster, nearly killed Claire, and then he chopped off one of Alexia's tentacles, which, as a side note, those are not attached to her body. Those are coming from somewhere else. But he chopped off one of those tentacles, and it killed him. So Steve is dead, Claire is locked in a room, and we need to activate the self-destruct in order to free her. Also, I took the liberty of running back to the item room so that I could drop off the extra stuff we had, because otherwise we would have to start the episode with that. So now we can explore this other big room without worrying about running out of space. There's even more healing here. At this point, we don't even need it. Like, unless I take damage, I don't think I'm going to pick up any more herbs. The dramatic music has stopped. There are gorgeous furnishings here, but nothing useful. Okay, we got like a panel on the wall. We've got a bed. And, okay, we've got another Alfred and Alexia pair of bedrooms is what we have here. The red ruby has been removed. Okay. So yeah, we are going to have to head back and grab the eyes out of the tiger statue in order to deal with this situation, because it's pretty much a mirror of the one that we... Or not even a mirror, but identical to the one that we saw in the private mansion. Since I guess they were actually living here before. Out here, the music returns. Okay, so before we deal with that, we have to go back to the save room so that we can turn off the power and then extract both the eyes from the tiger. Let's see, we gotta go down here. Might as well use the key here. So that opens up that shortcut there, which means we can now get in there without having to have the power on, because the other door is electronically locked. Or, not electronically locked, but just requires power to not be locked. Yeah, I think it's been a pretty good playthrough so far, though I do think Alexia is not a great villain, but she's not really the main villain for like half the game, so it's not really that big of a deal. She's just a little kind of OP. Until you actually, you know, fight her. A couple grenades to the face and she trips. Okay, so now the lights are off, and we need to go around. I'm actually not sure if we need to turn the power back on. I think the power only affects that area. So yeah, this is why it mentions, hey, it seems to be activated by electricity. So we take the red and the blue gems, which we already know that we need for both of the music boxes. I mean, I would say that because it's bright in here, we know that we don't need the power on, but this is all candles in here. Let's see if it's dark in this hallway. Nope. We're doing all right. Okay, and now there's more zombies here for some reason. really should have brought the shotgun for this. Man, what happened to that guy? He's really torn up. But yeah, it's not even really clear when this T-virus infection happened. I don't think it's recent. I think it is something that happened separately from the outbreak on the island. Or this just could be all of the guys who flew here on the other planes. They flew here and got zombified instantly. I suppose it's just a safe bet that there's T-virus at every single Umbrella lab in the world. Okay, so once again, we take the plate, and then we go back to the other room. But how did Chris know this was a door if Claire and Steve couldn't figure it out? Alright, and we didn't actually look around this room, so let's take a quick look, see if there's anything else to pick up. Any notes or anything? I don't think there is. No, that's about it. This must be used to hang clothes on. Okay, what do we got in here? Whole lot of, like, heirlooms. Photos of the family. Handgun bullets for some reason. And our dragonfly piece, which we need in order to activate the self-destruct. Someone gonna come through that window? It's a very dramatic camera angle. It's like, it looks like an anthill. There's nothing left. This is supposed to be symbolic, of course, of the dragonfly that they plucked the wings off of as children and threw into the ant nest. It's all coming back. There's Veronica. So, that's really all we needed. Now we just have to get back to where we left Claire and go to that very final-looking room. Which is interesting that it lets you go to that room so much earlier. Typically, the, like, boss arenas in Resident Evil don't let you go to them until you're actually fighting the boss. Okay, so Claire is straight ahead. But we also need to stop by the item room and grab the other wings. And maybe we should, you know, arm up a little bit for the final confrontation. But first, take these wing objects, combine them to make the Gold Dragonfly. Dragonfly object made of jewels and gold. All of the wings are attached. What are the wings made of, you think? Glass? Diamond? Okay, I think we can ditch the AK because it served its purpose. So, for our final arsenal, I think we're going to take the gunpowder crossbow. We're going to take the acid rounds, and probably going to want at least one healing item. I'm not so confident that I think we can beat her without a healing item. But yeah, we are a little over-equipped to the point where we can't fit all of our weapons into our inventory at this point. Of course, we're going to want the Magnum bullets. Kind of tempted to take the shotgun, too. We have so many shotgun shells. Yeah, that should be good. Watch, I'm forgetting another step. I always tend to forget a step. Okay, so now, to get to Claire, we can just go out this way. I mean, again, we're not trying to get to Claire, but she is right next to where the self-destruct is, so might as well. I'm not sure what the key is for. I think we need that to activate the self-destruct as well. I think between the dragonfly object and the keycard, that's our kind of forcing us to have 2 open slots for when we need them. All right. You've unlocked the door. Oh, zombie in here. This we can use the shotgun for. Alright, didn't take his head off, but we took both his arms off. That time it didn't work either. I don't even need that. Just leave it there. Are those the explosives in the background? Here is the release for the self-destruct system. You put the security card in the card slot. And if you remember, the code is Veronica. We actually got that a while ago. But you probably could have guessed it even if you didn't pick up that note. Honestly, the fact that Umbrella self-destruct systems always unlock all the doors is a surprisingly, caring about their employees kind of thing. Also, you can see Hunk up there at the top right. Or is that... I guess that's just one of the Hive control soldiers, Wesker's team.
This facility will detonate in 5 minutes. All doors are now unlocked.
Alright, now we just have to go back to Claire. So yeah, there was just 2 zombies there to make sure that you brought a weapon. Or to waste your ammo if you only brought good weapons.
You made it!
Of course. Come on, let's get out of here.
She can also travel via tentacle.
What are we gonna do?
Okay, turn the key clockwise simultaneously on 3.
Got it.
Hold on, she's still reassembling herself.
2, 3!
Initiating energy injection. Warning. The safety bomb will not be released until charging is complete.
I'll keep super busy. Just go for the emergency elevator.
Chris, but
I can take care of this. Just go.
you have to make it. Don't die on me.
Don't worry, I've fought her before. I was gonna say that, oh, I've got experience fighting bosses, but so does Claire. She fought Mutant Mr. X. So you just have to shoot her once there, otherwise she insta-kills Claire. I may have kind of liked her first form, but all of her other forms are so awful looking. She's got these derpy little wings that don't work. So this is kind of her main form. This is where we're going to need to dump. So it's Magnum time. She's gonna spit out a bunch of little babies, which are really annoying. She spits acid. I will say that the Magnum has very little punch in this. It's just kind of a pew-pew. Yeah, so you can see, she just spams attacks. Alright, we're actually not taking that much damage, even though we keep getting hit. Also, hard to target those things, because it keeps locking to her. So yeah, I'm getting the shit beat out of me. And I'm poisoned. I forgot she does that, too. It's okay, we can beat her before the poison kicks in. And now, for the real way to kill her. Magnum's good at all, but rapid-fire grenade launcher damage is where it's at. So that phase of the fight really feels like, who can spam faster, her or you? I'm not sure why all of the ants from below have wings. Maybe that's the effect of the T. Veronica virus. She wanted to be an ant queen, but instead she turned into like a fleshy dragonfly. So now we can get the linear launcher, which has infinite ammo. Anti-BOW linear launcher, an advanced weapon developed to handle BOWs. Pretty sure this thing is a railgun. And like the sniper rifle, you have to actually aim it yourself. Though it is kind of homing as well. So yeah, for as OP as they make her before this, at this point, she's kind of a pushover.
Chris!
Move.
Claire! No!
I know some of this Wesker stuff in this ending cutscene is new to Code Veronica X, but I'm not sure exactly where. Chris does not have time for zombies. If only you could do that in normal gameplay.
Chris!
Well done, Chris. It turns out that Alexia's work wasn't much of anything. So now, the only thing left is revenge.
Let her go, Wesker. You don't want her.
Fine.
But revenge for what, Wesker? I'm still not clear on that.
Today's a good day. I came for Alexia, but killing you is even better.
Sorry to disappoint you, but Alexia is gone.
That's no longer a concern to me. I have Steve to work with.
What?
Steve.
In his body, there's still a living T. Alexia virus. Steve should be a good specimen. Maybe he'll come back alive, just as I did. and be able to see your sister again.
You freak!
Don't you touch him!
I'm sorry, dear heart, but my men have already taken him.
You get out of here, Clay.
But what about?
As a surviving member of STARS, I have to finish this.
Remember your promise.
So yeah, Wesker did just fish out Steve's body.
I'll end this once and for all. Say hello to my comrades who you've killed.
I don't know where you get your confidence, Chris.
You remember what happened last time we fought, Chris? If only we had, like, a gun, you know? Like, 7 different guns in our inventory. Of course, by the time of Resident Evil 5, Wesker can dodge bullets, but I don't think they had thought of that yet.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All
I don't know how to fly this.
evacuate immediately. The self-destruct system has been activated. All
She really does need
evacuate
Chris to survive in order to escape. So, like, if I had to guess, I would say that probably this cutscene is, like, extra. Come on, Chris, you're not even biting back.
I'm not human anymore. But just look at the power I've gained. Magnificent, don't you think?
My one weakness, heavy beams. Aha, just kidding, Chris. I'm fine.
Nice try.
Wesker.
Alexia's fire didn't hurt him.
Day. Next time we meet, don't count on another.
Next time.
Until we meet again.
Next time, I'll be much more fit. And, of course, he has a submarine just right there. That's how he got to Antarctica. So yeah, it is funny that they reintroduce Wesker as a villain, but don't really go anywhere with it in this. This is just to remind you that he's there. And the T. Veronica virus does come up again later.
Chris!
Hey, you know that I always keep my promises.
I think the explosion actually helped them take off there. Just the heat wash pushing the plane up.
Promise me. Please promise that you won't leave me alone again.
I'm sorry, Claire, but it's not over yet. There's still something we've got to do.
You mean...
Yeah, it's payback time. We've got to destroy Umbrella. Now, let's finish this once and for all.
His hair is so much spikier in the cutscenes than in the gameplay. He's got like anime spiked hair. And that's it. That's Code Veronica X. Chris and Claire have met up once again and survived another outbreak. And it does kind of play an important role in some of the canon, but it is in some ways considered a side story, even though it is also one of the main games. But yeah, I enjoyed that playthrough, and I do think it's a decent game. Like, it's not bad. The lack of pre-rendered backgrounds does in some ways hinder it, in other ways doesn't. It's mostly just the textures that are kind of crusty now, even with this HD texture pack. But I hope that you folks enjoyed this playthrough of Code Veronica. I had been planning to do this for a couple of years. I kept like putting it off, and then, I ended up playing through it again, and I was like, yeah, I do actually want to do it. As for what's next for Resident Evil, there is some options, and I haven't really decided on which one yet. I mean, there's still Gun Survivor, but that's like not even a 2-hour game, even though I have to play through it twice to see all of the areas, but that I wouldn't count as like a main Resident Evil playthrough of mine. Claire's story continues in Revelations 2, which I did not like. However, like with Code Veronica, I only played Revelations 2 once, so I don't know if on replay it will be less annoying, but there's a lot of things wrong with that game. From the way it was released as like a budget episodic game instead of a proper entry with modern console graphics at the time. Like, they ended up making a game that was just for modern systems that looked worse than the 3DS version of Revelations. And I don't know how they managed that. They also have some just really annoying stuff in the gameplay design, but there's a few things I thought were neat, so I don't hate Revelations 2, but we'll probably end up doing that not too long from now. The T. Veronica virus reappears in Darkside Chronicles during the Leon and Krauser segment of the game, so like I said, I want to get into the Chronicle games as well, so Umbrella Chronicles will probably be one of the next Resident Evil LPs I do. But I also consider that kind of a spin-off. Because it is mostly retreading old ground, because, it covers events from the old games as well, but it does have the follow-up to Chris's story here, where him and Jill attack the Umbrella HQ in Russia. So, I'm not really sure where to go from here, but I'm glad that we've now covered all of the classic Resident Evils, which, that's a pretty big check mark for me off of the list of trying to get through all of the RE games. Also, you can see Allison Court there, one of the only characters in all of Resident Evil to maintain a voice actor across most of their appearances was Claire, until Revelations 2, where they replaced Allison with somebody else. But at this point, I don't expect any kind of consistency from Resident Evil voice actors, because I'm pretty sure Capcom will just go with whatever the cheapest option is for them. They don't really care that much about the English voice acting, even though it's the only voice acting. Like I've said before, there's no Japanese dub for most of these Resident Evil games. I don't think that's the case anymore. I'm pretty sure like RE8 and 7 and whatnot have Japanese dubs as well, but I'm not sure about that. So yeah. We're also going to check out the battle game, the bonus mode that's unlocked for beating the game, because I've never played that, and it doesn't sound like it's too difficult. It is kind of just a series of rooms that you fight through with various characters, and beating it with one character will unlock the next character, sort of like Mercenaries would do in RE4 onward. I would say we can skip these credits, but you actually can't. So we just gotta wait them out. but I want to see the unlock screen to see exactly how battle mode works. There's also a decent number of RE mods that I want to be checking out, or fan-made games, essentially. There's a bunch of them from one guy, and I still haven't got around to Before the Storm yet, or During the Storm. I keep forgetting which one it is. But yeah, there's a lot of Resident Evil stuff still to check out. So I think this is going to continue to be a good year for the series on my channel. And I think we're at least at the halfway point of number of RE games covered. Especially because we got some of the weird ones out of the way, like RE Gaiden. Also, I like that the credits just loop to the last cutscene again, so we're back where the credits started. That said, I find it funny that none of the later games ever mention a fucking nuclear explosion in Antarctica. I mean, I don't know that's nuclear, but, you know, a massive explosion in Antarctica would be pretty noticeable by all of the other Antarctic research bases. And here they are, together again. With Fragrance Outlet, Sturk and Brr Burger, and Meats Pool, because they couldn't put Poultry on the sign. So we got a D rank because we saved 16 times and continued 7 times and took 10 hours, 36 minutes. But I wasn't going for a ranking. And I don't think the ranking does anything for you. It's literally just trying to get a better score, basically. I could be wrong. I don't know what the unlocks are. I think there is still an infinite rocket launcher, but I'm not sure. I gotta look into that. Alright, so that's the end of Code Veronica X. We got Battle Game now. Evil. So it's called Battle Game and not Battle Mode or Extreme Battle Mode. Oh yeah, I gotta put Disc 1 back in anyway. Okay, so we'll check that out in a bonus video next time, but until then, thank you for joining me for Resident Evil Code Veronica X, and for any other Resident Evil games that you followed along with to this point. Take care, everyone.